Hello and welcome to ESL Revolution, everyone. I am your content creator and professor, Dr. B. Not a real doctor. I hope you're all doing very well today. Thank you for coming back for the second video today in terms of the Sage Seer, the finishing off the healer classes in SWTOR the Old Republic. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good to go. Quick shout out, first of all, or two notifications, not shout outs, two notifications. Number one, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, just like that. Just go ahead. It's right there. Do you see it? It's that little button. Click, done. Okay, it's free. Go ahead, click the subscribe button. I will be putting out content weekly, so hit the notification button and you will be informed when those videos drop. This week, obviously, I'm finishing the Sage Seer, and next week I will be putting the Imperial Mirror to the Seer, which is the Sorc healer, and that will be going online next week. So hit that notification button and you will be informed when it is online and ready for viewing. Second thing I wanted to do, big shout out to Merlin SWTOR. That's right, Merlin SWTOR, who is who actually created the foundational guides for these videos. I talked with him about 4 or 5 months ago, and he gave me the permission to use these use his guides in relation to the videos that I'm creating. These videos do go up into the SWTOR forums as well, so that they have a wider audience. But of course, they are there for you, part of Crimson Rebels. And of course, if you are out there in the forums and you are looking at this video and you don't have a guild, my goodness, you know, send me a message. I'll be glad to have somebody invite you into the guild. We are on the Starforge server, in case you are also there. Okay, let's get into the video, shall we? So, in this part 2 video, we are looking at the utilities and the passives, some of the key things that you should be aware of or paying attention to when you are going through this. Now, of course, if you are leveling and you are not at 75, you are not going to have all of the utilities available to you, but at least it does allow you to see where you can go in terms of those utilities. So let's break into these right away. First one right here, Jedi Resistance passive increases damage reduction by 3%. Yeah, no brainer. Take this anytime you get something, especially as a healer, where damage reduction is involved. That is a good way of, well, indirectly keeping yourself alive. So it's a good thing to have. Definitely very useful. So go for it. Very, very helpful. Number 2, reduces Mind Ward. Mind Ward. Reduces the damage taken by all periodic effects by 15%. Now again, this is a another damage reduction. So if you happen to have a damage tick on you, then you can, and you haven't cleansed it yet, then you can have a 15% reduction to that. So again, a very, very nice thing to have indeed. And the last one in the skillful tier, this is the first tier of skills. Pain Bearer increases all healing received by 5%, does not affect redistributed life. A mandatory skill that provides helpful for survivability increase and synergizes well with other utilities that buff Force Mend, as well as a powerful off global cooldown self-heal on a fairly low cooldown. Always take. So this one here refers to this skill right here, Force Mend. This is only used by me. Whoa, 50,000. See, it just critted for 50k heal. So it can be a very, very nice heal. One of those lovely, oh, beep moments that you might find yourself in as a healer. You're paying attention to other people and you forget about yourself and you're down by, 30 or 40%. Boom, there we go. Use that Force Mend and you are ready to go. Let's see. As we move on into the middle tier here, this is Masterful. We have 3 as well here. The first one is Blockout. Blockout. Activating Cloud Mind grants Blockout, which increases damage reduction by 25% for 6 seconds. So this is a class defensive. Now, actually, I don't have it on my bar right now because I took off some of these just to be able to have you focus on the healing skills directly. But if I'm looking here, Cloud Mine, right here. Do I have it on there? I do not have it on there. So clouds the minds of your enemy, instantly lowering your threat by a... Oh, wait, it's right there. Yes, it is there. So this basically will allow you to drop your threat, which is very nice, but it also increases your damage reduction for a short period of time. So that is a very, very nice thing. You can use that skill when you know that damage is going to be coming up in a, you've got a bunch of big damage coming up to you. Pop that and it's going to reduce that damage for 6 seconds. So a very nice little defensive to have indeed. Valiance reduces the damage taken by the target of your rescue by 25% for 6 seconds after you rescue them. Additionally, increases the healing done by Force Mend by 30%. So again, there's Force Mend. Okay, so that's our personal heal, right? That's our personal heal. This synergizes well with Valoria's Spirit to buff Force Mend. The pole buff is nice but rarely used, and it's really one of those things that you would be using for that Force Mend. So it's another one of those little passive skills that you can use. Now I don't believe rescue is on here, but that's okay. Oh, not that one. I guess I should have put these on, huh? Rescue. There we go, right there. And rescue I do not see, so I'll just add that right there. So this one here lowers the target's threat by a moderate amount. Oh, there we go. See, wasn't paying attention. I changed around my bars, and so I'm not seeing stuff. So lowers the target's threat by a moderate amount if the target is a group member, pulls the target to your location. So let's say this one here. No, I can't do it. Let's say. Okay, so let's say Treek is in my group and he's taking some damage. I'm gonna hit that button. Now, he's not going to be able to move because he's stationary right in the ship here. But I want to use this. I want to use my Force Mend. Okay, so I'm going to hit this, and then I'm going to hit. Oh man, he moved! Wow, that's amazing. And then I'm going to hit this. 54. I did not think he was going to move inside the ship. That is pretty cool. See, after all these years and all these times of playing, I still find myself learning something new. Isn't that amazing? Very cool. Okay, so that's where you use this and the Force Mend together. So the first one I hit for was at 50k. I used the rescue that increased my my healing by another 30k. So another 4k. So I had a 54k heal. So very nice. So what you could do in a pinch is you could use this one and then 20, because it's on a 25 second cooldown. Hit this one first, then wait for the cooldown, then hit it again to give you that nice little boost. So very nice little skill there for sure. Last one in the masterful tier is a telekinetic defense. Your force armor reverberates with force energy, blasting attackers for, in my case, 11,343 damage when it absorbs direct damage to you. This effect does not affect force armors placed on allies and cannot occur more than once each second. So this is one of those things where if I've got force armor on me and I'm taking hits, they're also taking damage. Okay, so not only am I healing, but if they're attacking me, then of course it allows them to get zapped a little bit. So it's a nice little thing, keeps me protected, but at the same time deals out a little damage. This one here is a little bit more situational, to be quite honest. But I like the idea that it's a little bit of an extra buff to something that I'm probably already going to use on myself. And this would be nice if, let's say I'm getting attacked by some ads, or maybe the boss is adding some damage to me. That's where I might be able to utilize that. Okay, it's not a lot of, it's not a huge amount of energy damage, obviously, that is being put out, but anything that I can do to help out is always a nice thing. Let's see. Okay, we're on the heroic tier right now. This is the final tier. These are 0.6, 7, 8, and 9. And the first one is mental defense. Reduces all damage taken while stunned by 30%. Additionally, reduces damage taken by area effects by 30%. So this is a nice double whammy that we can get if we happen to get stunned and we can't break out of it. And that does happen in PvE, by the way. It's not just a PvP thing. That's great. And if we happen to get a little AoE damage splashed onto us, we're also going to take an additional reduction. So yeah, anytime you can have a damage reduction skill, especially as a healer, very, very nice to have. The next one is force mobility. Turbulence, healing trance, and force serenity can be activated while moving. Now, I don't have turbulence on here because that's a DPS skill. However, I do have, where is it? Healing trance, healing trance, healing trance, healing trance. There we go, number 3. So if I'm moving around, now you can see that skill activated while I was moving around. So it's a nice little thing to have if you need to, jump out of a puddle of stupid. You can move around, hit that on yourself or somebody else. Okay, so it's a nice little thing to have. Now those other skills, turbulence and force serenity, those are more DPS things. Obviously they're nice, but for the purpose of this video, I've left that one off just because it was taking up room anyway. And I wanted us to focus on the healing stuff. The last one that we have is a Valorious Spirit. Force Mend. Interesting. Look at that, Force Mend. That's what, the third skill that helps us with our self-heal? Force Mend increases your damage reduction by 15% for 6 seconds. Additionally, reduces the cooldown of Force Mend by 5 seconds. Okay, so if I'm using this skill, my damage reduction, you're going to see a little thing up here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, for 15%. So there's going to be a little icon in here, which is really nice. And you're also going to see that the cooldown says 25 seconds, but if I hit this, it's going to switch over to 20 seconds. There we go. There's the damage reduction there. And that's interesting. Force Mend did not get cooled down. Oh, that's interesting. Increases your Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm being stupid. This is originally a 30-second skill, and it's reduced to 25 seconds. Yeah, I'm dumb. Deal with it. It happens. So yes, it's originally a 30-second skill. Having that knocks it down to 25. Okay, so those are the key utilities that we can use. Now, there are seven key passives that I want to talk about that will kind of help explain things a little better here. Which one shall we start with? This one here, conveyance. Here we go. Conveyance is our first one. So conveyance, this is granted at level 20 as part of your passive. Now conveyance, your rejuvenate grants conveyance for up to 15 seconds, which increases the effects on your next healing ability. So there are several skills that this affects. There's benevolence, deliverance, healing trance, salvation, and wandering mend. So within that 15 seconds, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different skills that it deals with. Okay? So benevolence. If I use rejuvenate, benevolence's crit chance is increased by 60%. If I use conveyance and I hit deliverance the next time, the activation time is decreased by half a second. If I'm using conveyance and I hit healing trance, my crit chance increases by 25%. If I use conveyance and then I hit salvation, my salvation hits instantly. Okay, salvation is this one right here. Now you can see there's an activation of 1.66 seconds. That means that with that one, I can then hit that instantly. And Wandering Mend, which is this one right here, immediately roams to and heals each target without waiting for the target to take damage first. So if I'm using that skill, it just bounces around and throws heals out. Okay? So that one is a pretty big skill. All right, it lasts 15 seconds and it does a whole bunch of different nice stuff. Okay, next one that I want to talk about is this one right here, Force Shelter. Increases the duration of rejuvenate by 6 seconds. In addition, rejuvenate grants protection to its target for 45 seconds. Protected target have their armor rating increased by 10%. This is a good one to put to have on your tank, especially if you're using rejuvenate. Now rejuvenate is this skill right here. So if I'm going to go over here, I'm going to hit rejuvenate. You can see up here. Let me just see if I can. There we go. Got that on there. Okay, so I'm going to try to hit rejuvenate here. There we go. And there's the periodic increase of healing, and there's the armor protection as well. So there's 2 of those skills on there for you. So very nice thing to have. Really good for a tank to keep their armor rating up, and you can put that on them every 45 seconds to keep that going. Very, very nice. Next one is Resplendence. Healing Trance. That is this one right here, this skill. Healing Trance critical heals grants a charge of Resplendence, stacking up to 3 times. Using Vindicate with Resplendence consumes a charge, restores 5 additional force, and does not make you wary. So this is a nice one because this is really nice in terms of energy efficiency or force efficiency, I guess, when we're healing. I'm going to be talking about that in the 3rd video, so stay tuned for that one. I won't go into that one right now, but it is a critical skill to have for sure. Next one is... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Not Yes. Salvation. Altruism. Yeah, let's go with that. Altruism. Altruism. Mind crushed, disturbance, deliverance, and salvation grant altruism, which causes benevolence to be an instant cast, consumes no force, and increasing its healing by 50%. This effect may not occur more than 10 seconds. So this kind of combination of salvation and benevolence is a very, very nice little combo. This is it, that one? Let me just see. Yes, deliverance and benevolence. Okay, so actually I'm going to do this here. I'm going to switch these. There we go. Make it easier for me to kind of show you how this works. So if I use okay, so if we go here, we can see that it says force benevolence. 58 force. 58 force. That's half. That's huge. That's a ton, right? So what we do is we use deliverance first. Okay. Then you can see that there's a highlight around here. Now you can see, if you look at the tag, 0 power. Boom. And it activates instantly. So having these two together is a really, really nice little bursty heal that you can have. So click on this one. Click on this one. And it's a really, really nice little top-up heal, and it's a very, very power efficient heal. So it's very, very nice to have. Again, I'm going to be talking about all of this in relation to the, in terms of how you can manage a rotation. Next one is, let's see, next one is, where am I here? Amnesty, there we go. So Amnesty, Force Barrier now purges the wary effect caused by Vindicate. In addition, spending a charge of Resplendence on Vindicate grants Amnesty, increasing your force regeneration by 2 for up to 10 seconds if you are not wary or removing a single stack of wary. Otherwise, the Amnesty effect will be lost early if Vindicate is activated. So, okay, so there's a lot there. Now, if I am using Force Barrier, that's this skill right here. Now, this is my channel skill, okay? This is where I can't move. I'm stuck, okay? So if I'm really in a bad situation, I can hit this one. But it's going to give me what is called the Weary, okay? Force Barrier now purges the weary effect caused by Vindicate. So if I go to, let me find my Vindicate here. Vindicate, there we go. So if I click on this, okay, so I'm going to click on this. Now, you see I got the weary one. Now if I click on that, boom, it disappears. Okay, so that's one of those things, and wary obviously caused by Vindicate. So once I get up to, it removes a single stack, which is nice. So that way I am not in a I'm not in a dangerous position. It increases my force regeneration by 2 for up to 10 seconds, which is very nice. So I can increase my force regen during that time. And it's key with this one. You kind of want to spread this one out a little bit to maximize your force regeneration. Okay, so you don't want to be using it all at the same time. You want to be bouncing this one around throughout the fight so that you can increase that force regen. Okay, next one is renewal. No, that's not the one I want. Oh yes, renewal. Sorry, renewal was the one. 1 second after refreshing your rejuvenate on a target, the target will be healed for 3,000 health plus any healing that remained from the previous rejuvenate. Okay, so rejuvenate is this one here. Okay, now it's periodic healing. If I hit that one again, boom, my healing has increased, right? And I can hit it again, and it increases my healing. Now I've got a conveyance on it too. Okay, so it increases the amount of healing that I can do. It means that I don't have to worry about. Essentially, it allows my rejuvenates to be a little bit more in terms of healing, but it also means that I don't have to worry about if I happen to put it on the same person twice. I'm not going to lose any of that to overhealing, or I'm not going to lose any of the healing that I've done because it pushes that healing forward to the next one. So it's definitely a nice little one to have. Okay, the last one I want to use talk about is Soothing Protection. Soothing Protection. Force Armor grants 10 charges of Soothing Protection to the target. Targets with your Soothing Protection will lose a charge of it each time you directly heal them. If Force Armor concludes early, the target is healed for 10,500 health per remaining charges. Okay, so if I hit this, okay, there it is right there. Now, this is on here for, a good amount of time. So if I'm not taking any hits, or maybe it's just one hit, I'm going to get a kind of an explosion of healing at the very end that this wears off. Okay, so you can watch 5 seconds here. You can see a little poof, and you'll be able to see about 10,000 hit. And it didn't. What happened? Oh, maybe because I wasn't being damaged. Yeah. So that's basically what would happen if the Force Armor concludes early. The target is healed. Oh, it is concluded early. Hang on. So let me do this. So if it concludes before, if it concludes before the 20 some odd seconds is up, then I get that nice little poof of stuff. Obviously, you can't see it now because I'm not being attacked, and I'm not in that situation. Okay, so that is our utilities, and that is the main passives that we want to be considering when we are a Sage healer. Okay, video number 3 is coming up next. Stay tuned for that, of course, because I'm going to be dropping these in succession. This one is going to be going up to YouTube right away as soon as we finish here. And the next one, in video 3, we're going to be looking at gearing. We're going to be looking at stats, and we're going to be looking at power management specifically to healers. I've already touched on a little bit of that, but I want to bring some more of that out specifically for you. Okay, that's it for now. Stay tuned, sub up, hit the notification button, and I will see you very, very soon. May the Force be with you, Crimson. See you later.